HEARTBERG Hotel, das Interview der Woche.
And there he is, Mr. Triple Double.
Our point guard.
Yes, a guy with a lot of experience in Germany.
Yes, Mr. Assist.
Mr. Assist, the son of Mr. Jordan. Maybe.
I don't know. But
maybe Jared Jordan, I would say, is 45 right now.
I think he's the cousin of Eddie.
Eddie Murphy?
Yes.
Yeah. And and the grandson of Freddie Mercury.
So.
Yeah. So let's welcome our point guard and let's say it again, Mr. Triple Double, Grayson
Murphy.
It was loud. Welcome to the HEARTBERG Hotel.
Glad to be here. I'm excited to talk with you guys, and it's a great setup in here. I like it.
You're for the first time in the HEARTBERG Hotel. How do you like this small hotel so far?
It's nice. Nice little wall work with the hotel door here. So it's looking good.
It's a secret where this door leads to. So we will make it when the camera's off.
Maybe to the spa.
Ja. An dieser Stelle ganz kurz switche ich auf Deutsch. Liebe hier in die Kamera, liebe Zuschauer, herzlich willkommen jetzt auch beim Interview der Woche. Wenn ihr euch für den Rest dieses Podcasts interessiert, ja, den gibt's natürlich überall, wo es Podcasts gibt, zum Beispiel auf Spotify oder Apple Music oder überall. Wo Apple Podcasts natürlich, wo ihr Podcast hört. And now we go back to our guest. So, Grayson, how are you after your special game on Saturday?
Doing good. It's I would say a long week before our next game, but we're preparing really well and looking forward to our next game in Hamburg. We don't want to look too far ahead of the schedule, but knowing that we don't have a home game in a long time is what it is. But hopefully we can bring back some wins for our crowd.
Did you get a lot of reactions after the game on Saturday?
I did. From here and back home, I have a lot of family support, a lot of friends, and a lot of teammates, and guys I know that play basketball overseas in America. So they showed a lot of love, and yeah, I would say my phone was blowing up after the game.
And you're also in the starting five of the week, so I think the whole BBL saw it and recognized it that we have a Mr. Triple Double right now. So, but we have a tradition because we have a lot of questions, and our host Kumbi, I think he prepared most of the questions, and he has the honor to start the question. He's the lord of the questions, so he can start.
This is one of our traditions. You will maybe learn some more right now. So, first of all, it's good to have you here, and I read about that you're born and raised in Franklin, Tennessee. So how was your first contact there with basketball, and how do you grow up?
Yeah, born and raised Tennessee. First time I started playing basketball was, I would say, first grade. What is that, 5, 6, something like that. Yeah, we had a little league at my school. It was actually kindergarten and first grade. It was called training camp. And I did it kindergarten, and then first grade was like the serious one, but then I was tired of training camp. I wanted to be in the actual league. So I quit that to be a Boy Scout. And Boy Scouts, I didn't attend anything except like the little derby at the end. And then I picked up soccer. Soccer was my favorite sport. It was what I was good at. And it kind of flowed into the league we had there, Oakview Basketball. And that was second and third graders play against each other, and fourth and fifth graders play against each other. So it was like the same league, but two different leagues, I would say. And that's where I saw my talent level at the time. And then after that, I kind of focused on basketball with a little bit of soccer here and there. And then I really took off with basketball when I got to high school.
So, but you told us that you started doing sport in the first grade and also starting basketball in those times. I think I can say it, you were not the tallest guy also in those times. How did you realize that you have a special talent to play basketball, even though you're not too big?
Yeah, I think it came with, who I was playing against. Even though, my school was kind of small for elementary school. But when I started playing travel ball, I really kind of matched up with the people in the state and then around the southeast where we kind of played. But I would say early on, I just kind of had the fundamentals of basketball with dribbling, with your head up, passing the ball early. I think the coolest thing about our league was you could only score 16 points.
Okay.
So, once you score 16 points, you can't score again. So
that's why you're the assist king then?
I mean, that's where I kind of picked up where I could, I had to pass the ball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's the reason, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
So you had to be kind of strategic on where you scored, second quarter or before halftime. And then fourth quarter, you want to make sure you had at least, 4 or 6 points left that you could score. But you also had to figure out.
So the school wanted to educate you to be a team player, right?
Yeah, they just didn't want, the top players, you would say, to just score all the points every game. Yeah. I think we played, 8 to 10 games that year. So, they wanted to get everybody involved in the school and everybody to play. So, yeah, they didn't want people going out there and scoring 30 or 40 points and then some kids not score at all in the whole league. Yeah.
And what about your soccer skills? And is it also a dream now to be in Europe, in the continent of soccer?
Oh, yes. I mean, I really like soccer. That was, the first sport I played, really. And then I kind of played a little bit of travel. My brother played soccer as well with me. We kind of played all the sports together. And since he's 2 years older than me, the way soccer worked back where I'm from, you had to play like the year you were born. Mm-hmm. So I was 99, my brother was 97. So I always played. My dad didn't want to have 2 separate teams, so I had to play with the 97 guys. And I was real little then, physically. And I just, kind of couldn't get to the ball. I had to use my speed. But I think that helped me down the road with, my competitive nature, just trying to figure it out with however I could. And then I think that my time with soccer really helped me out moving forward with basketball as far as anticipation, footwork, just kind of creating angles for myself, using my body and stuff like that.
Do you have, you talked about your brother, I guess? And do you have also a sister or just a one brother?
Yeah, older brother and younger sister.
Okay, so
you're the middle guy.
Yeah.
The middle guy.
Yeah.
And your sister, she's also a sporty girl, or?
She was. She played basketball in high school along with lacrosse. But yeah, I think we grew up being athletes. I spent a lot of time with my brother and my cousins. So it was always like 2-on-2 whenever we met up, and my cousins also played basketball and baseball.
Okay. So you already talked about your time in high school. How did your professional career start? Did you go to college?
I did.
So which college?
Belmont University. So right down the street from where I lived, about 30 minutes in Nashville, Tennessee. And I went 5 years there. First year redshirted, and then 4 years after that, and then started my pro career.
And also it was in Nashville?
Yep.
Is it Nashville, the home of Elvis Presley? Huh?
No, it's Memphis.
Memphis. What is Nashville? Nashville, Tennessee is something. Oh,
it's just
with music, or?
Yeah,
home of whiskey.
Home of what?
Home of country music.
Country music.
Yeah, of course.
So this is Nashville.
Country roads, take me home.
Yeah.
Ich wusste, irgendwas mit Musik war es.
It is also a big basketball college, would you say so?
I would say basketball college. That's I think the main sport there. We don't have like the American football there, so that's kind of like what the fans and I would say the students get involved with the most.
Okay.
So, at what time was it in college or before that? Do you decide to become pro?
I think when as a kid, you always want to you pick a dream and try to stick with the dream. I guess my dream was to make the NBA when I was in probably when I started playing travel ball. So end of elementary school into middle school, and then high school it got serious, I would say, with traveling all over United States to play. And then college I broke my foot, and then I think from there it just it took off. That's when I really knew I could probably play. I did a tour with one of my teammates, Nick Musinski. We came over here and we played in Belgium, Germany, and I think somewhere else, where we played like 10 games with everybody in college. And that really helped me see the world, see the basketball game over here. And that's when I kind of knew, I could play over here, I could live over here. And and that's what really told me.
So you started your pro career then in Hagen, in Germany. How was this for you to live in this beautiful city?
It was a learning experience, that's for sure. I had a roommate, Kyle Castlin. We kind of did a lot of things together. But yeah, just first time living on my own, really. I still had a roommate, but, like the whole, cooking really involved. We had a few restaurants there in Hagen that were good. But yeah, just buying groceries, that kind of thing. And then kind of learning the European basketball style. That was a little adjustment to me. I think my game kind of fits into it. But, learning, different styles of players, different, offenses, defenses, that kind of stuff. That was a learning experience. And then just the whole, getting involved with like the culture things in Germany. But overall, great year. I loved it there. Great staff, great organization, great fans as well.
Great tradition also.
Yes. I think that's all that stuff kind of started to add it up. And it helped me out really well.
Would you say that you grow up even faster when you go with 23, 24 years to another continent in another country?
Oh, yeah, for sure. And it helps that, like you said, you're kind of on your own, so you got to figure stuff out. And then, with the time difference, you still have time to talk to family. Thank the Lord for FaceTime and things like that, where you can call people and still have that connection and, kind of see what's going on at home with your favorite sports teams and that kind of stuff. So all of that, it really helped out.
After the year in Hagen, you moved to Dresden, I guess. So you stayed in Germany. Was it a big difference from the west side, from Germany, Hagen, to the east side of Germany, Dresden? Was there any difference for you?
To me, it's just seeing a different city. I think that was the biggest difference for me. I think, it was the same league, Pro A. So I kind of knew going into year two, I kind of knew the teams, knew the players that were in the league, which helped out a lot. But, coming from America, jumping from city to city, there's always going to be differences, I feel like. But yeah, I mean, just comparing the cities, I would say Dresden's a whole lot bigger than Hagen, of course. So I think that comes with, more restaurants, more things to do. Not saying Hagen was bad. It was just, you'd have to travel to Dortmund or Dusseldorf or somewhere around the area, Bochum, to see more things. In Dresden, you kind of had everything right there, with Prague 45 minutes away, Berlin was 2 hours, and I think Leipzig was 45 minutes. So you don't really have to leave, but you have options to leave. When in Hagen, you have, certain things, but, you could branch out. You probably go to Dortmund more than anything.
So you know Germany right now pretty well after now the third year in Germany. But after your second year in Germany at the Dresden Titans, you decided to go back to the USA. Why did you go back?
I think it started with my experience in Summer League with the NBA and the Lakers. I was fortunate enough to get an opportunity on the team. I knew going in I wouldn't play at all or a little. That's kind of what they told me, but I just wanted to, just watching Summer League in the United States growing up, I always wanted to play it and be a part of it. And I finally got that chance. And yeah, I went in there open-minded. I learned a lot from it, just sitting on the bench and seeing how, kind of how the NBA operates. And then that last Summer League game, I got a chance to play, and I think I had a double-double with no points. So 3 points, I think like 10 rebounds and 11 assists. And the Lakers organization offered me a little contract for the G League after the game. And it came down to that and I think 2 other European options. And I decided that was what was best for me at the time. And I went with it.
So I think every guy who plays in the US basketball has the big goal, the NBA. Is it also still a goal for you? And because you were very close, you told us right now that you're close to the LA Lakers team.
I think, honestly, it's just trying to play at the highest level. Whether that's, here or the NBA, you just never know. But I just want to see my game, try to get to the highest level. I don't know where that's going to take me, but I would say my overall goal, yes, is to get back to the NBA. Is it realistic? Probably not. But, you can still have a dream. You can still kind of work on your game to see what you have to improve on and try to take away as much weaknesses as possible.
You can also build up dreams here in Bonn.
Yep.
I can say it.
Exactly.
Because we experience it, and this is a topic right now. talking about dreams. When you played in Germany, I think it was Dresden then. Then in 2023, the Baskets won the European Basketball Champions League. Did you hear anything of that? Did you realize that you're going to a club which won the Champions League?
Yeah, actually, was that? I want to say it was the year I was in Hagen.
In Hagen, 23,
Hagen,
Yeah, because I remember me and Kyle Caslin, my roommate at the time and teammate, we used to drive down to the Bonn games.
Ah, okay.
So I think he has some kind of connection to where we could get tickets.
You have been to Bonn? Or?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, not the city, but just like the games. Yeah.
Okay. But you watched games in the Telecom Dome?
Yes.
In the Champions League?
Yeah.
Wow.
As a fan or
As
as,
a
a
fan.
player from Hagen? Then.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and then I came down for, I think, the Berlin game and Ludwigsburg game too.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So then you're a pro here.
So, so that kind of going back to, just figuring out what Bonn was. I mean, those were my first experiences, seeing the crowd and everything. And, that was the year Bonn won it. So that was impressive to see it live. And then for Bonn to go on and win the championship was impressive.
So excuse me.
Okay.
Then when Bonn got in contact to you this year, 25, 26, was it an advantage for us that you already knew the Telecom Dome, the fans, the city, the club?
I would say so. And just the tradition of Bonn. I think that stuff matters with fans, how the organization is ran. Winning always helps everything. So I think seeing what Bonn did, what was that, 2 or 3 years ago, and then being able to put on a Bonn jersey, I think that for sure influenced me.
Yeah, this was also my question, because if you go once in the Telecom Dome, then you are
addicted.
There will be a no-brainer if you get a chance to wear this jersey.
I think so. Talking about your jersey, you chose number 7. Why did you choose number 7? Is there a tradition behind it?
Number 7, I would say, started in Hagen. If I had to choose one number and get that number every time, it would be 2. But I guess 7 would be my secondary number. I think Elijah got it here, and then a guy in Hagen got it. So I was 7 in Hagen, 2 in Dresden, 2 in South Bay, and then 7 here.
Okay. 7 and 2.
Yep.
So let's talk about the last game.
Yeah, it's a very
In the last game, you made history as a baskets player. You made the first triple double in our club history. First thing, do you already realized it on the court that you did a triple double? I don't think because it was also basketball, but nobody's counting his serves, points, or assists, or rebounds, or everything's 3.
And it was a free throw situation, right? The 10th point were second free throw.
And I clanked the first free throw, but no, I didn't. I wasn't aware. It's one of those things where you just you're in the moment of the game. You don't realize kind of what you're doing on the court. If I had a guess during the game, I would thought I was, no, not even close to it. But back when I got some in college, I had like a manager I was close with, and he would always tap me on the bench with like if I was close to it. But here, no, I wouldn't say I was even, 1, thinking about it, and 2, thought I was even close to getting one.
Yeah, that's why when we talked about last year when Darius McGee made 12 3-pointer, and this was also the record of Bonn and also the BBL, Hull Beecham in 1999, then we already asked ourselves, maybe he should stay on the court to make the 13s, and I don't know if they were aware of this record. But I questioned myself because I couldn't believe it after the game that it was the first triple-double in our club history. So I asked myself, why is it that difficult to make a triple-double in Europe or the BBL? Why is it that difficult?
I would say, maybe, with triple-doubles, it's the whole team involved. I would say that. Assist has to be a team thing. Whether you're passing to somebody or, someone has to hit a shot. But there's a lot that goes on to it. You have to put the person in position for them to make a play, whether it's a pass to the big down low or somebody open for a wide open 3, and they have to hit the shot. So I think the assist might be the hardest thing to get, but for a guard, people kind of look as the rebounds. But, with my logic about rebounding is usually, a guard really has to box out or look to box out. If not, I think it's our responsibility to go help the big guys, whether that's boxing out or, kind of running and read the ball off the rim. And I think, I got lucky last game with balls like coming off the rim right at me. So that kind of helps the situation. But, as far as, getting everybody involved and, my thing with a defensive rebound is that's a stop. So if I can go and help and try to get a defensive rebound, that means I got to stop for the team or ended a stop on the team. And then that can lead into transition or offense. So like I said before, I was just so locked in on the game, trying to get a win. We really needed a win. And I was trying to do whatever it took to get to that point.
So with your triple double, you give us also a big impact to win the first game in the league this season. So we had a tough start. We have to say it like this. So what are your feelings about the situation right now after the first win?
It was good. It was good to finally get in the win column. Like you said, we had a tough start, but I think we were in every game that we played. I just think our shots haven't been falling, and that's what has affected our starts, I would say. I think that's our biggest thing is getting out to, a lead or maintaining the game. I think the first two games we let teams, kind of beat us around a little bit, and they were up 10, 15 points, and we had to, fight back the whole game. Even though we made runs, it's still, it's a lot of energy to do, a lot of focus, and then kind of tenses everybody up when it comes to shooting because you feel like you got to make every shot. And I feel like, this win kind of helped our momentum, helped our confidence. We hit shots. It still wasn't, the best looking win. It was ugly at times, but
a win is a win.
A win's a win, like you said. And, it's finally good to get on the board. Hopefully we can carry on into this week.
How big is the relief, your personal relief and also team relief, that you were able to win this third game?
Oh, it was big. Just looking at the other side, you don't want to be 0-3, So getting that win is good. I think, like I said, I think we had some good moments in the game where we can carry it over and then also improve on the things we weren't good at. And then hopefully, like we said, hopefully it continues more wins down the road.
So you already told us that you were in the Telecom Dome as a fan or as a visitor. How does it feel to play in a crowded Telecom Dome?
Oh, it lives up to expectations, I would say. The crowd's amazing. You can't beat it every night that we're here. The energy in the building from warm-ups to the end of the game, I feel like it's unmatched in Germany. I hadn't been to all the places in BBL, but my experiences in Hagen, that was kind of what it meets, just with the tradition and how involved and the energy in the buildings of the crowd. It for sure gives us that extra boost on the court.
So let's look a little bit forward right now. On Sunday, the next challenge is waiting, Hamburg. What you are expecting of this game, and what are the challenges you're preparing for?
Yeah, so Euro Cup team, I think everybody knows that. A lot of talent on the team. Matchup wise, we feel like, we can go in there and potentially get a win. We have to stick to our principles, stick to our identity, and then, fight with everything we have to get the win. It's not going to be easy. I don't think there's an easy win in this league. So our expectations is focused on us. We got to do what we have to do on the court, and hopefully, we're on the winning side of that.
So we talked a lot about basketball. Let's talk about also the private Grayson Murphy. You already mentioned it, from the countryside. How is it now to live again in a bigger city like Bonn with Cologne around the corner? How is it for you?
Feels good. I think Bonn's a really nice city. A lot of history in it, a lot of things to do here, a lot of good restaurants. Cafe Kurt's been one of our favorite spots as a team.
Coffee Kurt should pay us a little bit more because it's mentioned so often.
And we try to show love as much as possible on Instagram and everything too. So, but yeah, I mean, overall it's been great. And just being on another city, different side of Germany, it's cool to experience that as well.
So we also talked about the cafe where you're going.
Yeah.
So what are you doing in your free time?
Free time, I spend a lot of time with my wife. She likes to get around and eat different food.
She's with you here in Germany.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yep. And yeah, we go to all kinds of stuff, whether it's sightseeing or different cities or different restaurants, and just getting out in the city, walking around, or do something.
Okay. So I have a very important question to you, and I think I have to ask you this. How is it for you to give up the easy way of slipper?
Slipper. Is that a bow reference?
No, could be.
So I'm a big slipper guy, or slides, whatever you would like to call it. So sometimes, after practice, you take a shower, put your clothes on, and instead of putting your socks on, you just slip on your slippers and walk to your car.
Okay.
So that's where Bo has a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't like the toes out.
Okay.
Yeah, he thinks the toes are, I guess, not the best looking. So try to tuck them away as much as possible, whether it's shoes or socks.
Okay, you have to get used to it. Bo tries to educate you.
Yeah.
So, but speaking of education, I have another question. What can you tell us about the famous shower pill?
Shower pill.
Yeah.
Oh man. Shower pill is a reference when you're lazy and you don't want to take a shower after practice. Okay. So it's a joking manner, I guess, worldwide about a shower pill.
Okay.
And some people might say you get one a week, but I think you should shower all the time.
Okay.
So I don't think there should be a shower pill, but some people take the shower pill.
Okay. But you're a shower guy.
Yeah.
Okay, of course. Okay.
So you told us that you're using your free time with your wife, looking around. Is there a special or a favorite place you already had? But not Coffee Kurt.
Ooh, dang.
Or a special or a favorite place from your wife?
Favorite place for my wife, if it's not shopping related, would probably be, she likes Five Senses.
Oh yeah.
Coffee spot.
That's very nice.
Yeah. So I'm a once in a while coffee drinker. But I like the taste of coffee. But yeah, she's big on coffee. That's probably her spot. But anything in the city, really. I mean, we're still trying to find the best spots or whatnot. Okay. But
you're still looking for the absolutely favorite.
Yeah,
spot.
it's hard not to say Cafe Kurt. But,
I know.
But yeah, there's some good spots around.
You have to go to the Seven Mountains, close to the river. It's very nice. If you're a nature boy, then you should go over there. Last serious question. We heard that you are the undercover funny guy of the team. Is this true? Undercover funny guy.
Man. See, back home and what I try to get to here, I would say, is I like to crack a lot of jokes. So whether it's, there's always a time and place for all that. But yeah, I crack some jokes here and there. And if it makes somebody laugh and it's like a fist pump, like, yes, like, that's what I try to get out of it. Like, sometimes you got to be serious, but sometimes you don't have to be too serious. So if I can lighten the room or lighten somebody up to make them laugh or smile, that's my overall goal.
Okay, first of all, we have to do this.
Werbung!
Yeah, we have to talk about, in German, it's very famous, it's a Henrich Baustoffzentrum. Ja, mittlerweile kennt ja jeder Harti das Henrich Baustoffzentrum. Ja, if you need anything, if you're anything in your flat which you have to repair or something else, then you have to go to Henrich Baustoffzentrum. Die haben auch Dämmstoffe zum Beispiel, ja. Dämmstoffe sind ganz wichtig, ja.
Korrekt.
Zum Beispiel hätte Oldenburg einen Dämmstoff gebrauchen können, um Mr. Triple Double irgendwie in den Griff zu kriegen. Haben sie nicht gehabt, ne?
Das haben sie nicht gehabt.
Hätten sie Henrich Baustoffzentrum gehabt, dann hätten sie auch das gehabt. Ja, wenn ihr euer Dach sanieren müsst zum Beispiel. Ihr müsst das energetisch sanieren, ihr müsst, keine Ahnung was.
Innenausbau.
Jetzt kommt ja der Oktober, da kommen wieder ein paar Orkane, reißt das ganze Dach weg.
Und du brauchst dann anschließend wieder Dämmstoff.
Ja. Dann wäre es spätestens Zeit, ja?
Korrekt.
Und wenn ihr irgendwas braucht fürs Haus, für den Garten, für den Keller, dann solltet ihr zum Henrich-Baustoffzentrum gehen. Nicht nur Profis, sondern auch Amateure wie ich.
Aber auch die Handwerker.
Auch die Handwerker.
Egal ob Hobby oder Profi.
Genau, dann sollte man zum Henrich-Baustoffzentrum.
Korrekt.
Und die erklären euch dann auch in der Duschabteilung, was da das Triple Double des Handwerks ist. Ja? Und
In der Duschabteilung?
Ja, genau.
Okay.
Ja, was das ist, das klären wir nächste Woche auf. Ja?
Alles klar.
Auf jeden Fall solltet ihr gehen zum
Henrich-Baustoffzentrum.
Keine Werbung mehr.
Okay, this is very important. Ja.
So right now,
We are coming to a very famous category.
famous for the hearties, also
Yeah.
for the guys who are listening to our podcast, but frightened and very dangerous for the players.
24 seconds.
It's called 24 seconds. Ja.
So, and there's the next. This is also a tradition, but also a tradition is that I have the possibility to explain you the rules. There are some rules with this.
Gotcha.
So this is a this or that game, like that. You know, for example, cats or dogs, and you have to make a decision. You can only choose one of them, not both, not another third thing, and you cannot skip.
Absolutely
So we have to be very fast because we have just 24 seconds.
So, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Mountains or sea?
C.
Germanski or Amerikanski?
Amerikanski.
Triple double or poster dunk?
Ooh, poster dunk.
A melon with seeds or melon without seeds?
Without seeds.
Game winner or game winning assist?
Game winner.
Sneakers or slides?
Slides.
Listen to music or listen to podcast?
Podcast.
Defensive player of the year or scoring champ?
Defensive player of the year.
TikTok dance or Insta story?
Insta story.
Fast break or set play?
Fast break.
Belmont Bruins or Independence High School?
Belmont Bruins.
So, Jack Daniels or Jim Beam?
Jack Daniels.
Barbecue ribs in Memphis or Nashvilleian breakfast?
I'm going to say barbecue ribs in Memphis.
Memphis or Franklin?
Franklin.
Memphis Tigers or Tennessee Volunteers?
Vanderbilt Commodores.
Tennessee Titans or Memphis Grizzlies?
Tennessee Titans.
Country or hip hop?
In between R&B.
It's not allowed.
I would say country.
Smoky Mountains or downtown Nashville?
Downtown Nashville.
Suit or hoodie?
Hoodie.
Texting or voice message?
Texting.
Locker room DJ or calm with beats?
Locker room DJ.
Mercedes or Jeep?
Oh, this has got Bo written all over it. I got a Jeep at home, so I'm going to go Jeep.
German champion or cup champion?
German champion.
And this was
3, 2, 1.
Just in time. So we have to talk about Tennessee. It's Tennessee whiskey. It's Johnny Walker. No, Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels.
Do you have to drink Jack Daniels when you're grown up in Tennessee? Tennessee whiskey.
As a man, yeah.
As a man.
It puts a little what they say, hair on your chest when you take a sip of it.
Okay, and then what about the story behind Mercedes or Jeep?
Yeah, so I didn't know Bo was such a car guy.
He is.
But Mercedes is a really nice car. Never thought I'd be driving one before in my life. And
Now you have one.
now I have one.
Yeah.
But I have a 2013 Jeep at home.
Oh.
Kind of old now. It doesn't feel old, but it is old.
Yeah.
12 years with the car, you don't really see that a lot. And
You miss it?
yeah, not really since I got the Mercedes, but I do love it. And yeah, I mean it has little miles on it, so it's not wear and tear. But yeah, I would say the Mercedes for sure drives way better than the Jeep, but I like to say the Jeep makes people tough.
And you enjoy to drive on the German Autobahn?
I do. I don't like when it goes, you can drive as fast as you want and then 180, 60 real quick.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's where the flashes are. So that's not fair to the driver, in my opinion.
So I got another question after the 24 seconds. You said the middle thing between country and hip hop is R&B.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. I don't know because I don't listen to country and don't listen to hip hop and don't listen to R&B.
I would say so because you have many parts that when people sing a lot, also in R&B, but it's maybe a little bit cooler than country.
Yeah.
Okay,
but country is it's a traditional thing, I think.
of course.
Yeah, I think country is a stretch now too. I mean, you have like your top of the chain is Morgan Wallen now, but you have your Chris Stapleton. I like the Chris Stapleton. I would prefer Chris Stapleton music over the Morgan Wallen.
It's good because then when we invite you to the shuttle service powered by Ford, then you will of course hear some country music.
Yes,
Mr. Triple Double, we are very happy and proud that you were our guest here in the HEARTBERG Hotel. We are looking forward for the next year, for the next years, and I think it's a nice and big future ahead with you. Thank you very much for your visit.
Thanks for having me. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and we enjoyed that you are here. Thank you very much.
HEARTBERG Hotel, das Interview der Woche.